Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Thriller43. I'm going to be talking about spawn peaks today. I've had this question quite a bit, is how to avoid getting spawn peaked, and what actions you guys should take to not get spawn peaked in, as soon as the round starts. So I'm going to cover this really quick. I think Consulate is a really big map, and I'll go over a couple of other maps really quick. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, and if this video helps, leave a like down below, comment anything, questions that you have or concerns, things that you think you can do to prevent from getting spawn peaked as well. All right, so first thing we're gonna do, when the drone phase starts, I can do one of two things. So a lot of times, especially on Consulate, when I spawn police line, I'll bring my drone in here to press room and just put it on top of the speaker right here, and that way I can watch the windows. But this is kind of a common drone spot, and it's kind of risky to bring your drone in sight, especially if they're defending garage or if there's a pulse playing down here or something like that. He's going to be looking for drones so that he doesn't get droned out, and this is kind of like one of the first places that I will look. So just kind of keep that in mind. Like when we're talking about drone economy, we want to make sure we're keeping our drones. Another thing you can do as soon as the round starts, is something that I don't do too much, but sometimes if I'm playing a real aggressive team, I will. Is I'll just throw a drone up like this. Now I've checked every window on that side, and I know that none of them are broken, and it doesn't look like anybody's spawn peeking them. And then the third thing, this is kind of the more risky of the other two, is I'll just face check these windows as soon as I spawn. So I can see now, like, that one's not broken. Clearly nobody's spawn peeking that one. I'll face check this one. Nobody's spawn peeking that one. And then I can face check this. I know nobody's spawn peeking that. So then it's just like this window and this run out that I have to worry about. But hopefully my teammates are also checking those. I know I don't usually rely on teammates, especially if I'm solo queuing. But those are just kind of some quick actions that you can take. It didn't take a ton of time. These rounds are set for 10 minutes. And obviously I'm talking and stuff, but that probably took, 10 seconds to be extremely meticulous. We're talking like throwing the drone in the air and face checking each and every window. So, I mean, if you're just picking one of those, it's probably not going to take that much time, and it saves you a big headache later, especially if you're the thermite that gets spawn peeked right out of the get-go. Your teammates aren't going to be very happy with you. So the next thing I want to talk about is how to prevent the run out, because I think when we're talking about spawn peeking, we also need to be talking about how to prevent runouts. So depending on where the objective is, we'll just assume that the objective is up here in console office. Just because it's a lot easier to get ran out on when this objective, when the defenders are playing this one. So as you can see, I picked Nomad, and I'll just use her air jabs to prevent runouts. On balcony, that's like a really common runout, and here above garage. Obviously, like, you can use utility to your advantage to prevent runouts. A lot of it is just based on like team communication too. So if you don't have a Nomad, bringing people like Thermite or Zofia, somebody with a claymore, that you can claymore either this door or the balcony door, if they're defending console. That way, if somebody does run out there, they at least have to worry about a claymore prior to, and you'll get like a sound cue, like an impact grenade, or if they shoot the claymore prior to jumping out the window or the door down here, then you at least have something to look out for. All right, so the last thing we talk about, before I go into some examples of how I've used these techniques in game, and I'm going to show how they can be effective. But the last thing I'm going to talk about is just for this map, Oregon, because the map is so big, what face checking really is. So you can see I pre-placed this drone here so that I could watch the main entrance and top floor master bedroom of Oregon. But we all know, and this is a really notorious spawn peeking map, that Oregon has so many angles that you can get spawn peeked from. So like this is a huge one, for example, and it goes right into the spawn. So this is exactly what I'll do. If I think a team is spawn peeking, I'll do this. This is called face checking, and all it is just peeking quickly, but not overexposing yourself like this. Like I don't want to sit out in the middle of the open and check the windows like this. If you're gonna be checking angles like this, it needs to be quick, and you need to be able to digest the information really fast. without getting your head snapped off. And if somebody, you know, like say hypothetically, if you face check this and somebody sends a shot, then you can crouch or change the angle or just avoid it altogether and know like, okay, you know, somebody spawn peeking big tower, you're gonna relay that information to your teammates, and then maybe you guys can come down here and coordinate. Obviously you wouldn't be running this way, but if, you know, if somebody came from construction or something like that, then you can coordinate a pinch to get them out of big tower. And all, I mean, when we're talking about spawn peaks and runouts, realistically, it should always be in the advantage of the attacker. You know, because if I know if somebody's spawn peeking 3rd floor big tower, perfect. Okay, we know there's a defender there. Now let's work on pinching him and getting him out of there. It should always be on the attacking side when somebody's spawn peeking, because all it's doing is giving your team information, and if you know it's there, you can just be outside in the spawn and just pre-fire and get the kill. So here's a quick example of what I'm talking about. This is on Cafe, another huge spawn peeking map. As I'm running forward, I can see my teammate get killed right here. So I know it's probably from one of the upstairs windows. This is kind of a lazy face check. I'm trying to figure out exactly where it came from, and I get the information. He sends that shot, I change my angle, and I get the one-tap headshot. Alright, so here's another example. This is on Skyscraper. This team has been super aggressive the entire game. And I know that when I spawn here on helipad, I know where the spawn peak's coming from. I'm just going to hold the angle, one-tap headshot. So kind of the same thing. Just checking this angle right here. Little pre-fire, I get the assist. Base check here, and then right here I notice that door's open. I just pre-fire this angle. That's an easy kill. Alright, this is going to be the last clip that I show, but again, it just showcases an overly aggressive team that we've been playing. I face check that window, and I notice it's open. So I'm going to toss this drone here. Check the window. I can see he's checking it and he's shooting at the drone. Pre-fire, get the kill. It should be easy. This should 100% of the time be attacker favored when we're talking about spawn peekers trying to take you out early in the round. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you learned something or you think you're going to be able to use some of these techniques, you know, later on, let me know. You know, that feedback is greatly appreciated. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the little bell notification so you get notifications when I make new videos. Comment down below any content you guys want to see in the future. Any questions you guys have that I can answer. I played both console and PC, so it doesn't really matter to me. I can probably answer both. I was diamond on Xbox, and I've been plat every season that I've played PC so far. So if you guys have questions, let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer them. I'll be dropping some new videos soon, so stay tuned for those. Make sure you got that bell notification on to let you know when new videos are dropping. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks so much.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming